How to spend 3 perfect days in Calgary. Travel guide. Everyone always talks about Banff as the must-visit destination, but if you bypass Calgary, you're skipping some of the best hidden layers of Alberta life. One day you're exploring overlooked treasures in a bustling city. The next, you'll be gazing at turquoise lakes surrounded by iconic peaks. Here's how to have it all. Day 1. Cowboy culture meets urban sophistication. Fuel your adventure at OEB Breakfast Co., famous for their soul in a bowl, a hearty creation featuring brown butter hollandaise that locals line up for on weekends. The rustic chic interior buzzes with energy as servers deliver plates piled high with creative dishes. If you're staying at the Fairmont Palliser, their downtown location is closest, or the more budget-friendly Hotel Arts Beltline location. Both set you up perfectly for the day ahead. Once you've conquered OEB, head to Prince's Island Park, a peaceful urban oasis created by the Bow River, splitting around this downtown island. Morning light filters through cottonwood trees, while early risers often spot beavers working along the riverbanks. Joggers and cyclists cruise the pathways, a slice of wilderness right in the city center that feels worlds away from the breakfast bustle you just left. A pleasant amble south through downtown brings you to the historic Stephen Avenue Walk, a 3-block pedestrian mall lined with sandstone buildings dating back to the 1880s. Street performers entertain passers-by, while boutique shops, galleries, and restaurants tucked into heritage buildings create a vibrant streetscape. This is the beating heart of downtown, where Calgary's past and present merge seamlessly. Step into Studio Bell, home of the National Music Centre, where Canada's musical heritage comes alive across 5 floors of innovative exhibitions. This architectural marvel, with its distinctive curved design resembling a giant musical instrument, houses over 2,000 rare instruments and artifacts, including the Rolling Stones' mobile studio and one of Elton John's pianos. Interactive displays let you play everything from vintage synthesizers to a massive theater organ, while the Canadian Music Hall of Fame celebrates icons from Joni Mitchell to Rush through immersive storytelling that connects Canada's diverse musical landscape. When afternoon rolls around, the iconic Calgary Tower beckons with its distinctive torch-like design piercing the skyline. The glass elevator whisks you 191 meters above street level to the observation deck. On clear days, the Rocky Mountains dominate the western horizon, a preview of tomorrow's highlight. Test your nerve on the glass floor section while taking in 360-degree vistas of this Alberta metropolis spreading toward the foothills. Insider tip: visit during Chinook winds, when warm air creates crystal-clear mountain views that locals say rival Switzerland. These weather windows happen throughout winter and alter the city's vibe completely. All that tower climbing works up an appetite for authentic Alberta beef at Charcut Roast House. House-butchered meats and an open kitchen showcase Alberta's ranching legacy, while the energetic atmosphere captures the city's contemporary dining scene. Their bone marrow service has become legendary among food enthusiasts. As twilight approaches, wander through the East Village, once an industrial area that is now the city's hippest neighborhood. The Riverwalk pathway lights up at dusk, creating a romantic promenade along the Bow River. Public art installations dot the landscape, while the new Central Library, an architectural marvel with its geometric facade, glows like a beacon of knowledge. This peaceful evening stroll offers time to reflect on your first day in the city, watching downtown's glass towers catch the last rays while the river reflects the changing sky. The city skyline sparkles beautifully from here, but wait until you see the Rocky Mountain Majesty that awaits on Day 2's Banff adventure. Natural wonders that make even these urban views pale in comparison. Day 2, Mountain Majesty and Alpine Adventures. Today trades city skylines for snow-capped peaks as you venture into the heart of the Canadian Rockies, a journey that demonstrates why Calgary's position as the gateway to these natural wonders makes it such a special destination. For today's mountain trip, you'll need transportation. Rent a car from downtown locations like Budget or Enterprise if you want flexibility to explore at your own pace. Alternatively, book a guided tour from companies like Discover Banff Tours or Banff Day Trips that includes transportation, park admission, and local insights, departing right from downtown hotels. Either option works well for the 1.5 to 2 hour journey ahead. Check the video description for booking links and more details on these transportation options. The journey to Banff National Park begins as you leave the plains behind, watching the Rocky Mountains grow larger with each kilometer. This 1.5 to 2 hour drive exchanges flat grasslands for towering peaks, with the Trans-Canada Highway serving as your gateway to an Alpine wonderland. Along the way, the topography shifts dramatically. Ranch country gives way to foothills, then suddenly, granite giants surround you. Lake Louise greets you with water so turquoise they seem artificially colored. The lake gets its remarkable hue from glacial rock flour, tiny particles of sediment suspended in the meltwater. Walking the shoreline trail, you'll understand why this has become one of Canada's most photographed locations. The Victoria Glacier looms at the far end while the historic Chateau Lake Louise perches on the shore like a scene from a fairy tale. Moraine Lake delivers even more dramatic scenery. The Valley of 10 Peaks creates a natural amphitheater around this glacial gem. Climbing the short but steep rock-pile trail rewards you with the view that once graced Canada's $20 bill, a perspective so stunning that visitors often stand speechless at the summit. After soaking in these alpine treasures, the Banff town site offers a charming mountain village scene. Banff Avenue stirs with shops and restaurants while elk occasionally wander through town, stopping traffic and delighting tourists. The juxtaposition of wilderness and civilization creates uniquely Canadian moments. Your midday feast awaits at the Bison Restaurant. Their locally sourced menu features Rocky Mountain cuisine with dishes like bison short ribs and wild game that connect you to the landscape surrounding this rugged town. The rustic modern interior with exposed beams and epic views enhances every bite. Experience the Rockies from above via the Banff Gondola. The 4-person cabins climb Sulphur Mountain in just 8 minutes, but the journey feels like entering another world. At the summit, wooden boardwalks lead to viewpoints offering panoramas that stretch across 6 mountain ranges. On clear days, you can see for over 100 kilometers in every direction. As you descend back to Earth, Bow Falls provides a peaceful conclusion to your mountain day. This wide cascade tumbles through a canyon just minutes from downtown Banff, creating a natural soundtrack for reflection. The easy walking path along the river offers multiple vantage points for photos and quiet contemplation. Return to Calgary as sunset paints the peaks in alpine glow. The drive back becomes its own attraction as the fading light transforms the mountains into silhouettes against a painted sky. By the time city lights appear on the horizon, you've experienced the natural drama that defines southern Alberta. Having enjoyed such a full day of mountain activities, you'll likely want something quick and satisfying near your hotel. Downtown offers plenty of casual spots for a relaxed meal. From Vietnamese pho at Pho Hoi to craft beer and burgers at National Beer Hall. Or simply grab takeout and enjoy it back at your hotel, letting the day's memories settle in while you rest up for tomorrow. Your trip's finale brings a completely different side of Calgary, one that reflects its Western heritage in ways that might surprise you. The blend of history and modernity on Day 3 provides the ideal conclusion to your Canadian adventure. Day 3, Western Heritage and Hidden Neighborhoods. Your final day celebrates Calgary's frontier spirit through living history and vibrant neighborhoods that highlight why this city balances its cowboy past with cosmopolitan present. Following breakfast at your hotel, head southwest to Heritage Park Historical Village, where 127 acres transport you through 100 years of Western Canadian history. This living museum goes beyond static displays. Costumed interpreters operate authentic businesses, the steam train chugs around the park, and you can board the historic SS Moyi paddle wheeler for guided tours of this restored sternwheeler with stunning reservoir views. Step inside the old schoolhouse for a lesson in 1910s education, or watch the blacksmith forge tools using century-old techniques. The Gasoline Alley Museum within the park deserves special attention. This massive collection of vintage vehicles and petroleum memorabilia tells the story of Alberta's conversion from frontier to oil powerhouse. Classic cars gleam under elegant lighting while restored gas stations recreate the golden age of road trips. Satisfy your appetite at the Selkirk Grill inside Heritage Park, housed in a historic building with period decor. Their traditional menu features dishes like tourtière and butter tarts that taste like stepping back in time. The setting overlooking the reservoir adds to the historical ambiance. Venture to Calgary's trendiest neighborhood, Kensington, just across the Bow River from downtown. This village within the city maintains its bohemian character with independent bookstores, vintage clothing shops, and cafes spilling onto sidewalks. The neighborhood's charm lies in its walkability. Everything clusters along Kensington Road, creating a community feel rare in Western Canadian cities. Insider tip: ask locals about the Plus 15 walkway system downtown. This network of enclosed pedestrian bridges connects buildings 15 feet above street level, allowing year-round climate-controlled exploration that most tourists never discover. Your cultural immersion continues at the Military Museums, one of North America's largest military history facilities. 8 museums under one roof chronicle Canadian military heritage from early conflicts through modern peacekeeping missions. The historic Shipbridge wheelhouse replica and the extensive tank collection provide hands-on history lessons. When evening arrives, treat yourself to an unforgettable meal at River Café. Located on Prince's Island Park, this restaurant pioneered the farm-to-fork movement in Calgary. The seasonal menu changes based on what's fresh from their own garden and local producers. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame the park's natural beauty while candlelight creates an intimate setting perfect for your farewell dinner. Complete your Calgary story with a sunset walk through Prince's Island Park, returning to where your journey began. The evening light changes familiar paths into something magical. This peaceful moment offers time to reflect on 3 days that revealed the area's many faces, from cowboy culture to mountain gateway, from energy capital to creative hub. The city's unique position between prairie and peaks, its blend of Western heritage and cosmopolitan ambition, creates experiences found nowhere else in Canada. You've tasted authentic Alberta beef, touched glacier-fed waters, and witnessed both historical preservation and cutting-edge architecture. Most importantly, you've discovered why locals are so passionate about their city. It's not just the proximity to the Rockies or the economic prosperity, but the way Calgary maintains its frontier spirit while embracing the future. Which experience are you most excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check the video description for helpful booking links to all the attractions and restaurants mentioned. For more travel inspiration, explore our other guides and playlists on our channel page or view our 3-day Quebec City video next. Keep exploring, and we'll see you next weekend for another incredible itinerary.